will squarely come down to these two superstars, the two best raiders in the league since season 6.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. Get up. Time is barely on our side. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on ways.
तो चलिए, ये माई फेयर 11 की टीम है अपनी। कैप्टन विकास खंडोला, जयदीप कुलदीप वाइस कैप्टन। ओके, ठीक है फ्रेंड्स, तो ये अपनी टीम रहेगी। ड्रीम 11 की टीम आ रही है स्मॉल लीग की। आप सब लोग ज्वाइन करके रखो टेलीग्राम को, डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दिया गया है, लाइव चैट के अंदर भी लिंक है, सभी भाई लोग जुड़ जाओ। एंड सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माइलस्टोन कंप्लीट कराने के लिए। 1 सॉरी, ठीक है ना। अब अपने अकॉर्डिंग चेंजेस कर सकते हो। बस मुझे सिर्फ एक और कॉन्टेस्ट ज्वाइन कर, एन कुमार को वाइस कैप्टन कर सकते हैं। मैंने ग्रैंड लीग में ट्राई किया ना वाइस कैप्टन, आपको भी टीम शेयर किया है। जयदीप हाई फाई लेगा, चांसेस है हाई फाई कंप्लीट करने का जयदीप का, ठीक है भाई। वो देखो लगभग हम लोग यहाँ पे 50 सब्सक्राइबर दूर है अपने बहुत बड़े माइलस्टोन से। तो जिन्होंने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, रेड बटन दबा करके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब
में रफ्तार पकड़ ली, मंजिल पे जल्द जो पहुंचना था। आज नवीन एक्सप्रेस हर मैच में उसी रफ्तार से जीत की ओर बढ़ता है। नवीन एक्सप्रेस और दबंग दिल्ली केसी, वीवो प्रो कबड्डी हर शाम 7:30 बजे सिर्फ स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और Disney+ हॉटस्टार पर।
Vivo Pro Kabaddi is presented by Vivo in association with Dream 11, Dream Big, Tata Motors, Deshke Truck, your healthcare app M-Fine, 823.com, Byju's Keep Learning, and mutual funds Sahi Hai.
खुद को नहीं, इस दर्द को रोक।
पेश है आयोडेक्स रैपिड एक्शन स्प्रे, जिसके एक्टिव तत्व अंदरूनी सूजन घटाएं और सीधा दर्द पर असर करें। थोड़ी हिम्मत, थोड़ा आयोडेक्स।
कौन कहता है एंकल होल्ड करके सक्सेस नहीं पा सकते? रनिंग हैंड टच करके ड्रीम्स भी तो छुए जा सकते हैं। हर खेल कुछ सिखाता है, नए सपने दिखाता है। ड्रीम बिग, ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
This is season 8 of Vivo Pro Kabaddi, and that man is going to be in action in just a couple of minutes. The record breaker, Pardeep Narwal.
But Pardeep Narwal has done incredibly well historically versus the Haryana Steelers. He has 92 rate points from just 5 games. He scored 34 rate points in one single game. I've been witness to that, Navneet. My name is Brajesh Shirji. With me is Navneet Krishna in the commentary box. 5 Super 10s in 5 games. But he has a tough challenge up against him this evening. We'll tell you why in a bit. Let's go take a look at the toss. The Haryana Steelers have won. They have caught. The UP Yoddha will rate first.
Line drawn. Game on. Khel Kabaddi. Let's go.
What a game this promises to be. He's the informed raider for UP Yoddha. Surinder Gill. Over the last 4 matches, he's been their standout raider, leading from the front and filling up for the void that has been left by Pardeep Narwal. Today they've got to fire on all cylinders because they're up against an extremely informed defensive unit of the Haryana Steelers.
Not just an informed defensive unit, Navneet. It's a defensive unit that has been bolstered with the addition of an extra left cover. Surinder Nada goes for the ankle and in comes the assist. That's it. Goodbye Surinder Gill on raid 1.
Watch out for the Haryana defense. They've been in top quality form. Right now it's going to be the captain Vikas Kandola raiding for Haryana Steelers. One of the 3 raiders who have done so well all season long. A very consistent team, so it's surprising that they're currently 9th on the points table. They're much better than that.
Alright, Pardeep Narwal on raid for the first time in this game. Now, and it's already showing results. This time it was Jaideep though, who's not the new defender in this lineup. He's been having a fantastic season.
We haven't seen the team compositions change from any of the teams all season long. It's the first time we're seeing a team go in with just the 2 raiders and 5 defenders. The Haryana Steelers, Rakesh Kumar, the coach, and the team very clearly have their plans for the record breaker. And now with just 5 on the mat, Meetu, the raider for the Haryana Steelers, won't have a bonus point. You need 6 or more. And it's already first blood for the Haryana Steelers.
Right, now it's Surinder Gill and Pardeep Narwal off the mat. Shrikant Jadhav is in raid for the UP Yoddha. He's regularly been picking up bonus points for them. The bonus is on for him because there's not just the bonus. He gets a touch on Ankit. And that revives Surinder Gill.
Jersey number 8 out.
It was a half-hearted attempt from the right corner, Ankit. And also, it was a little too late. He was on his way back, had the momentum towards the midline. Not the time that you want to be catching the raider with an ankle hold. Now Vikas Kandola comes in with a do-or-die raid. He's got 6 on the mat. He's got to pick up a bonus, but I think he's done one better. He's picked up a touch point, and it's a defender who goes out.
Jersey number 44 out.
That's Ashu Singh who goes to the bench. Vikas Kandola, typically aggressive raid from him in a do-or-die situation. Ashu had no chance of withdrawal there.
Had a fabulous last game to Shrikant Jadhav. They needed him to fire because he's slated to be one of the best support raiders in the league. We didn't see him come to full form, but last game in offense and defense, he picked up a few tackle points as well. He's probably done enough to pick up a bonus there.
Hey, he had a Super 10 last game. Does he have a bonus here? Rakesh Kumar, the coach of the Haryana Steelers, looks to be reasonably happy with their strategy paying dividends up until now, but it's still early days. Meetu trying a back kick on Sumit, the left corner. Lot depends on Sumit and Nitesh, the 2 corners of the UP Yoddha today. Both are champion defenders. You know, this game is really fascinating because not only do you have champion corners, there's Sumit and Nitesh and Surinder Nada, arguably at one point the world's best left corner, but there's of course also Pardeep Narwal.
And it's Surinder Gill once again raiding, because if you're wondering why there's no Pardeep Narwal, he's still on the bench. That's going to be another interesting aspect to this game. How long will he be sitting on the bench? How well can Surinder and Shrikant do to revive the record breaker? Another empty raid, so he's going to sit there a little longer.
Vikas Kandola. Pardeep Narwal, the bottom left of your screen there, will be revived next. If either the Yoddha brings down Vikas Kandola, or then their next raid gets them a touch point. Vikas Kandola teasing there. Well, not really threatening, but teasing.
You know, we've been talking a lot about the Raiders, Pardeep in action, the trio of the Haryana Steelers, but watch out for these 2 defensive units. UP Yoddha picked up 22 tackle points in their previous game, the record for any team. Now it's a do-or-die raid for Shrikant Jadhav. He's got 7 on the mat. He's looking for that back kick on the right corner. He does well. Has he gotten Ravi already? Oh, he runs straight into who else but Surinder Nada. No, you're not taking on one of the best left corners. He isn't going to let you go.
Shrikant Jadhav on that do-or-die raid. Surinder Nada. Nada gets Jadhav. Jadhav gets Nada. 0. On that do-or-die raid. Off to the bench with you. Now a do-or-die raid for Meethu of the Haryana Steelers. The UP Yoddha defense up to the challenge.
UP Yoddha.
And Pardeep Narwal is back.
He's back. Brijesh, I think this is going to be raining tackle points all evening long, to be honest.
Great.
Despite the best raider on display. Meethu trying to jump over the defender there. But the UP Yoddha defense, they've come good. It's Surinder Nada. I think the record breaker's done well. He's off the mark. A huge sigh of relief for the UP Yoddha camp.
Jersey number 1.
That's a multi-point raid.
2 points. UP Yoddha.
The first points on the board for Pardeep Narwal is a multi-point raid. That is not good news for the Haryana Steelers. It'll give him confidence. Surinder Nada is one of those. It'll give him confidence. It'll give him momentum. What can Vikas Kandola do here?
Remember, when you have 7 on the mat or even 6, you need to go over the black line with your trailing foot in the air and you can pick up a bonus point. It's 4 apiece at the moment with 6 minutes gone. Even if you're a Haryana fan, a UP fan, or just a Kabaddi fan, really, Brijesh, we want to see the record breaker back in form.
Look, my feeling is this could just be his night. Now, I normally ask Navneet at some point in the second half how he's going to call the game. I'm going to surprise him and do it much earlier today. How do you see this going, Navneet?
No, come on, that's a tough one. We're just 7 minutes into this. Going with the Steelers, though I don't know why I'm saying that, but I am. It's in just a gut feeling. They just look far more composed, far more consistent. But we saw what UP Yoddha did. They absolutely annihilated the Bengaluru Bulls in their previous game. Complete domination. Their defense scored 22 tackle points, the most by any team in a single game. And that man played a big role in that, did Nitesh Kumar, along with Sumit, the left corner.
Right. So Navneet says he's going to go with the Haryana Steelers. I'm saying the UP Yoddha will edge the Steelers out. This is a do-or-die raid for Vikas Kandola of the Haryana Steelers. Looks for the bonus, rushes back towards the midline, looks for a hand touch there. The clock, there's just 12 seconds left on the clock now. He's circling, they're not getting close to him. Sumit and Nitesh are both staying away from him. Oh, Nitesh, did he get sucked in there? He's confident. He's saying if they give Vikas Kandola the point, he's going to ask for a review.
Pardeep is telling Nitesh, calm down, we'll figure this out. But both of them are confident from their vantage point. The verdict, though, it is 1 point to UP Yoddha, and so Nitesh will be happy with that. What will Vikas do? He's going to review that. He's going to challenge that.
No bonus.
That was quite a frenetic raid, though, by Vikas Kandola, especially towards the end. Let's listen to what they want.
You want bonus plus point? Okay, please go back. TV Empire, Haryana Steelers challenge, bonus plus 1 point. Our decision, raider out, no points. Please review.
Right, early on in the raid, Vikas did make a very clear stab. He took a very clear stab at a bonus. The attempt was made. Did he have it? As for the touch, I don't think he had a touch on Nitesh there.
That's not the best angle because we have the defender's leg coming in the way. If we do get another angle, it will tell us whether that's a bonus. Let's take a look at this. He's cutting the black line from what we can see here. Remember, you need to be over the black line with your trailing foot in the air. At this point, he's cutting the black line. When he does go past the black line, his trailing foot is on the mat. I'm not too sure that's good enough for a bonus point. He's also claiming the touch on Nitesh. Does he get that? Oh, this is close. Oh.
Did he touch his hair there? Look. Did he just... Oh my dear, follicle.
It's just too hard to say from this angle, to be honest. And if we don't have conclusive evidence, the decision by the referee on the mat will stay. And that's in favor of UP Yoddha.
Look, this is what I feel. If the point does go in favor of the Haryana Steelers, decision coming.
Yes. 1 touch point. Okay. Review successful. 1 touch point. 1 point Haryana Steelers.
What this
Captain,
means is
you have retained your review.
Nitesh is going to find himself a new hairstylist. He needs a shorter cut, man.
Oh, that was a risky review from the Steelers just about 9 minutes into this game, but it's worked for them. Hello, hello!
1 point,
Jaydeep,
Yoddha.
you've been in good
Jersey number
form.
5
You've
out.
picked up many a points all season long, but that's not going to work against the record breaker.
Great.
And the error coming from the left side of the defense. Now, traditionally, historically, the Haryana Steelers have always tried to bolster the left side of their defense against Pardeep Narwal. Not really worked so far this evening. Meetu on raid for the Haryana Steelers here. It's a full house for UP Yoddha. They're neck and neck. We're already 11 plus minutes. Pardon me, 9 plus minutes into the game.
Kabaddi, Kabaddi, what a game this is. What a season we're having. Is this the best season ever? But if the Steelers continue to make those kind of mistakes, this may not be the best season for them. What you're seeing on your screen also is one of the greatest raids, one of the greatest moments we've ever seen in Vivo Pro Kabaddi when he picked up 8 points against this very opposition.
Pardeep Narwal is moving well today. He's not running from the challenge. What does Vikas Kandola do here? The Haryana Steelers are hanging on by a slim thread. There's just 3 on the mat for them. He has 2 points of 6 raids today. Tries for a bonus here. The bonus is on because it's a full house.
It is a super tackle now for the Haryana Steelers. They take down the big man. They're going to get 2 points. Right? A double whammy. You're going to put him on the bench, Pardeep Narwal. But you also get 2 points. But it's going to be that kind of a night for Pardeep Narwal. The man has 5 raid points already. Errors a little too many for the Haryana Steelers at the moment.
UP Yoddha.
You know, every single person, like Navneet for example, who hasn't seen Pardeep Narwal at his best, and I'm talking about traditionally, is elated. You can hear the elation in his voice. Now this is a do-or-die raid here for the Haryana Steelers. Vikas Kandola on raid, tries for the bonus. He's already asking for a substitution because there's going to be just 2 in defense. Looks pretty satisfied that he has the bonus. Can he rely on it though?
Bonus point Haryana Steelers.
He does have it.
I was just a bit surprised that
Bonus point Haryana Steelers.
the support didn't come in the previous raid.
What I'm also surprised with is that both the people on the mat are defenders. There's Meetu and Vikas. Why didn't they substitute Raiders? Pardon me. Why didn't they substitute one of them with a defender?
This is touch and go. No, this is the Haryana Steelers really digging their own hole here. They bolstered their defense, but they missed a trick or 2 over there in that occasion. I just get the feeling, the fear of the Pardeep Narwal, the record breaker, being on song, instills in the opposition is starting to get to the Steelers, Brijesh.
But is the fear of my prediction coming true, getting to you, Navneet? That is the question.
I'm betting against the record breaker. What was I thinking? It's just nice to see the man score some points, though. Whoa! Acrobatic from Meetu there. That was some fine skills. Just not fine enough.
1 + 2, 3 points. UP Yoddha.
And it's going to be 3 points to UP Yoddha, courtesy the all-out. And at the moment, UP Yoddha are slowly but steadily running away from this.
Meetu has tried everything this evening. He's tried jumps, dives, lion leaps, somersaults. Nothing seems to be working for Meetu this evening.
They're back in full strength, the Haryana Steelers, and Shrikant Jadhav raiding. He can pick up a bonus point, was looking for that toe touch on the right side of the mat. It's Ankit in the right corner. Vikas Kandola right next to him. It's still a 4-point game. That's not much in Vivo Pro Kabaddi. We've seen that.
Bonus point UP Yoddha.
But a 4-point game. The Vivo Perfect fans know that a 4-point game in favor of a team that has the record breaker in it is a mountain to climb or a hill to die on.
You could just sense it from his body language, Pardeep Narwal, that today it's going to be different.
Bonus point Haryana Steelers.
Also very candid was Pardeep Narwal in the pre-game interview. I was saying, you know, he just seems to be moving better today. Because like he said, right now Shrikant Jadhav is on raid. Shrikant Jadhav really hasn't repeated what he did in the last game. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Oh, that Dubki, he almost got through. That was pleasing to see. If he pulled that off, oh, that would have been something else.
I think it's a tackle that's going to give the Haryana Steelers a bit of confidence. Maybe the kind of momentum that they need. How did Shrikant Jadhav not go past the midline? They cut off his hands, didn't they? No.
No, his ankles. Someone came in at the last moment and grabbed his ankles. Now let's see what Meetu does here. Tell me something, Navneet. Do you think that the presence of the record breaker... Oh, he's got Nitesh. Look at that. That's opportunistic.
Just number 2 out.
That's really opportunistic.
It's acrobatic again from Meetu. Like Rajesh just mentioned, we're seeing everything from Meetu. Really, the full range. It's good that he finally picked up a point. Now the record breaker's back on.
So my question is that the presence of the record breaker across the mat, do you think that, brings the best out of a new, young raider like Meetu?
Possibly. But I'm not too sure it's that at the moment. I just think he's riding on the confidence of his own performance this season. That at the moment, I just think he's riding on the confidence of his own performance this season. He's done really well. He's picked up 45 rate points before the start of this game. He's having 3 super tens to his name, and so he's in good touch.
The only reason I was asking is because Meetu has probably grown up watching Pardeep Narwal blossom into the record breaker that he is. He's grown up having dreams of his own watching Pardeep Narwal. Does he? Oh, the kick comes out.
Now he gets a chance to play against the big man. Must be quite an occasion for him.
Surinder Gill. Again, last couple of games just seems to have gone off the boil. Hasn't really needed to do too much because Shrikant Jadhav took up the slack in the last game, but he has Surinder Nada here. It's Surinder on Surinder. Gill comes out on top. A rare error by Surinder Nada.
Yeah, he didn't even get a hold on that ankle. It was the easiest point Surinder Gill will pick up. It's the captain Vikas Kandola once again. Still a 3-point game, not much to choose. So much action already in the first 15 minutes this game. Vikas Kandola is looking for that running hand touch. Have a look at Sumit in the left corner. He's right up there waiting to pounce on that opportunity. They're not giving Vikas much.
Yeah, but Vikas Kandola still has 4 rate points. Now, Pardeep Narwal. Look, he's not staying static, which is the mistake he's made in the earlier few games. He was just getting stuck to a corner. It was like there was a magnet on the mat.
Yeah, he was guilty of just being a little too slow, and he was the first one to admit that in the pre-match interview. The innocence of the man, the honesty of the man, and that's really what makes him who he is. He's always happy to work on his game. For now, it's a do-or-die raid for Meetu. A 6 on the mat, he can pick up a bonus point and go back. That's good enough. But is he going to look for a little more? Hand touch, maybe get 1 or 2 of those defenders on the mat. He's working in the left side of the mat under Sumit, who's been in exceptional form all season long. Ashu is there in the right corner. He's got to get something out of this.
1 point to UP.
You do not depend on a bonus point in a do-or-die raid. However sure you are, Meetu pays the price. He's a new raider. He will learn.
That is right. Don't depend on the bonus. It is always touch and go. On this occasion, when he goes over the black line, the trailing foot is on the mat, and that is why that will not qualify for a bonus point. It's Surinder Gill back on. 5-on-1, 4-point game for UP Yoddha. Surinder Gill has been excellent in playing second fiddle, on many occasions being the lead raider for UP Yoddha as well. He was looking for a touch in the left corner on Ravi Kumar.
Vikas Kandola on raid for the Haryana Steelers. Trailing by 4 with 2:40 left to play in the first half. The Haryana Steelers have 4 tackle points, 6 in raid. Pardeep Narwal in a do-or-die raid for the UP Yoddha. This is going to be interesting. Versus the Haryana Steelers, he has a 34-point haul in one single game. There you go. Far too slow, far too... He took it far too easy there.
it was the youngster from the left corner, Jaydeep, who came in from the other side, and he surprised Pardeep. And even an attempted dubki wasn't good enough because there were 4 other defenders waiting to take down the record breaker. The fans quite like it, the Haryana fans, not so much the UP fans, and that is top quality. It's the skill of the captain Vikas Kandola there to pick up an informed Sumit in the left corner.
Essentially, Vikas Kandola today has taken out both the corners of the UP Yoddha. This time, it's the left corner Sumit. He sort of just dangled his leg like a carrot in front of him. Sumit couldn't help his hand, his left hand, from flashing.
So much has happened, and it's just the 2-point game at the moment. It is with the UP Yoddha. May not be for too long. Vikas Kandola has been in good form himself. 5 break points this evening. Big, massive hole there. But remember, there is no bonus on offer. It's just the 5 on the mat. Vikas Kandola has led from the front for the Haryana Steelers. They've been one of the better, more consistent all-round teams this season. Goes back with nothing at all.
Right, Shrikant Jadhav now. One of their raiders needs to do something to revive Pardeep Narwal as quickly as possible. The bonus is on because it's a full house for the Haryana defense here. Shrikant Jadhav roving, looking for precisely that. He's satisfied with an empty raid.
Going to be Meetu now raiding for Haryana Steelers. In that previous raid, you should have kept an eye out on Jaydeep, the youngster. He's hungry. What a talent he's turning out to be. Easily one of the best defenders we've seen. Now Meetu looking for the back kick. It's on the left corner there. 5 on the mat. Meetu's been pretty special this evening.
He's been tireless, as has Shrikant Jadhav. This is his 7th raid. The final raid of the half, a do-or-die raid, and Shrikant Jadhav will start the second half on the bench. The Haryana Steelers defense comes together. That will give them momentum going into the second half.
We've seen a few one-sided games over the last couple of days, but this one is far from that. Neck to neck, shoulder to shoulder. Not much to choose between these two teams. The Steelers currently 9th on the table. UP Yoddha currently 8th on the table. Oh, what a contest this is turning out to be between offense and defense. And Pardeep Narwal, he's picked up 6 straight points, all right. Plenty more in store in the second half. It's 14-13 in favor of UP Yoddha at the halfway mark. Right after this, it doesn't get any bigger than this. 2 of the greatest raiders the game has ever seen. We're going to see Naveen Express versus Pawan Sehrawat, the high flyer. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with the second half.
Your moments have been in the making for 1 billion years. The stars aligned, then realigned for you to happen. Your moments aren't just any moments. They're moments in the epic saga that is you. Capture the delight in them. The new Vivo V23. Delight every moment. Vivo.
किसने कहा कि हाई जंप ना ऊंचा नहीं कर सकती? रनिंग हैंड टच करके ड्रीम्स भी तो छुए जा सकते हैं। हर खेल कुछ सिखाता है, नए सपने दिखाता है। ड्रीम बिग, ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
So, lab test from M5.
How's that?
अब लैब टेस्ट घर बैठे बैठे M5.
I'm fine thanks to M5.
पहाड़ सामने आ जाए ये आगे बढ़ेगा, मौसम बदले पर ये ना झुकेगा। टाटा योद्धा, इसके मुकाबले में कोई नहीं टिक पाएगा। पावरफुल इंजन, मजबूत सस्पेंशन, बड़ी लोड बॉडी, ज्यादा कमाई और संपूर्ण सेवा का वादा। टाटा योद्धा, भरोसा हर कदम।
इस मिट्टी पे घर।
पापा साहब,
बेटा, घर जिंदगी में एक ही बार बनता है।
भरोसा रखिए, घर मजबूत ही बनेगा।
एक है मौका, इसमें सब लगाऊंगा। अपने इरादों से मजबूत एक घर बनाऊंगा।
भिजवाना सिर्फ अल्ट्राटेक ही।
अल्ट्राटेक ही क्यों?
आप ही ने तो कहा था कि घर जिंदगी में सिर्फ एक ही बार बनता है।
घर एक, मौका एक, इसलिए सीमेंट भी देश का नंबर 1। अल्ट्राटेक, इंडियाज नंबर 1 सीमेंट।
खुद को नहीं, इस दर्द को रोक।
पेश है आयोडेक्स रैपिड एक्शन स्प्रे, जिसके एक्टिव तत्व अंदरूनी सूजन घटाएं और सीधा दर्द पर असर करें। थोड़ी हिम्मत, थोड़ा आयोडेक्स।
आज का ऑफिसर कैसे बनता है? टॉक करके, कोई रॉक करके बनता है ऑफिसर। कोई क्लिक से अपने, लॉजिक से अपने बनता है ऑफिसर। ग्रूव से अपने, हर मूव से अपने बनता है ऑफिसर। जो स्मूथ वही बनता है ऑफिसर, जैसे हमारी ऑफिसर्स चॉइस पैकेज ड्रिंकिंग वाटर।
वो देखो, बायजूस क्लासेस में इंडिया के एक्सपर्ट टीचर्स कॉन्सेप्ट समझाते हैं, क्लास टीचर्स डाउट्स क्लियर कराते हैं। तो जब ट्यूशन टू गुड है, रिजल्ट्स भी टू गुड ही होंगे। Byju's classes with the 2-teacher advantage. Attend a free class. Download Byju's app now.
The heat is on in the final round.
And the winner is Sargon!
क्यों, मजा नहीं आया? जीतने का असली मजा तो 823 पे आता है। डाउनलोड फ्रॉम 823.com। इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
डायरेक्ट प्लान
म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम्स में खुद इन्वेस्ट करने का एक ऑप्शन है।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स खुद ही
सी, जैसे मैंने फिट रहने के लिए ट्रेनर रखा है।
तो दिखता ही है भाई।
पर तू तो सेल्फ मेड है भाई।
देख, मुझे फिटनेस की नॉलेज है तो आई मेड माई ओन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम।
और तेरे ट्रेनर के पैसे भी बच गए।
हाँ,
सेम विद डायरेक्ट प्लान। यहाँ मेरे कमीशन के पैसे बच गए।
सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Welcome back to day 22 of Vivo Pro Kabaddi Season 8. Game 1 is fascinatingly poised at half-time. The UP Yoddha have 2 raid points more than the Haryana Steelers. The Haryana Steelers, the far better team in the defense department. Pardeep Narwal at this point is on the bench, but he already has 6 raid points today. He's shown us glimpses of his old self. In the pre-game interview, he admitted that he'd been slow so far this season, that he was too static this season, but today he's been moving well. His body language, it says it all. He's not been afraid of getting into challenges. He's pushed defenders away to make his escapes. There is a bit of the Pardeep Narwal of old that Navneet has seen and he's liked it, haven't you, Navneet?
Yeah, if that is just a trailer, I'm looking forward to the next 20 minutes. The game is right in the balance, 13-14. Two very evenly matched teams, and it is Vikas Kandola, the captain of the Haryana Steelers, starting off the second half. 4 on the mat for UP Yoddha, so there is no bonus on offer.
What I like about this raid is how consistently Vikas has put pressure on that left corner Shubham Kumar. Manages to get out of it unscathed, Shubham Kumar. Surinder Gill now, who's not at the best of games really, just 1 raid point out of the 6 raids he's put in. This is his 7th. That 1 raid point though was Surinder Nada. Tries there again, but Surinder Nada is not the sort of defender who will make the same mistake twice. Someone needs to do something to revive the man in the bottom right corner of your screen.
Yeah, in the last few minutes in the first half, the UP Yoddha clock just wasn't ticking because Pardeep was on the bench. Surinder Gill wasn't picking up the points, so they were struggling to find some avenue to pick up points. But Meetu on that occasion, a pinpoint toe touch on the left corner.
Shubham Kumar. Now before this, Vikas had really put pressure on him in the earlier raid. This time it's Meetu who goes and finishes the job.
So good to see. We've said this before. A high quality toe touch is a thing of beauty, Brijesh.
Yeah, that stretch was fantastic. Surinder Gill now, will he try the same thing on Surinder Nada? There's a difference between Shubham Kumar and Surinder Nada in terms of quality, though Surinder Gill makes a fast dash down the bonus line. has to go back empty-handed, which means the next raid for the UP Yoddha will be a do-or-die raid, and they are already down to 3 men. Now, not only is their next raid a do-or-die raid, this is a super tackle situation because Kandola will happily run the clock down. Teams are level. Surinder Gill will now have to take a risk.
And they have all 7 on the mat to the Haryana Steelers, but Ankit is got to give this a little more time. He committed himself a little too early in just the first 5 seconds into that raid.
Yeah, but couldn't make out who was the quicker, Surinder Gill or Ankit. Really, I mean, that was a fast raid by Surinder Gill, and that was an attempt at a equally quick defensive tackle by Ankit. Pays the price.
An error there from Ankit, really, because Surinder Gill wasn't even deep into the opposition half. He was close to the back line, and so made it that much easier. This is much better from the UP Yoddha defense. That's what you want to see from your right corner, and then the assistance coming in from the rest of the defense.
Yeah, but that's not the regular right corner. This was Ashu, I think it was, who came in for the block, and a really good block it was.
Yeah, it was Nitesh though who was the right corner. It was Ashu who came in from the left corner.
Pardon me, Nitesh came in with the assist.
Have a look at that. In this season, not something that we're used to seeing. The man is just averaging 6.6 per game. He's far better than that. The world of Kabaddi knows that. He's picked up 6 for this game already, hoping we see a little more from the record breaker. Meethu back on. He's had a very, very adventurous first half.
Substitution, UP Yoddha. Yes, please come. Yes.
Alright, this is strange. It looks like they're falling back on their do-or-die. It's Pardeep Narwal is being substituted.
Green.
We've seen this season on a couple of occasions, but very interesting. Just when we're starting to see the record breaker move, he's been subbed out. Interesting strategy from Jasveer Singh and the UP Yoddha camp.
Very interesting. Remember the last game without Pardeep. They had a fantastic game. Who's coming for him? Is it Mohammad Tagheri, the Iranian? Yes, Mohammad Taghi Pai.
14-16. Right now, it is UP Yoddha still that have that slender lead. He's walking in the sidelines. Jasveer Singh, I wonder what's going through the mind of the record breaker. Do-or-die raid now for Mohammad Taghi Pai.
Right, this is why he's been substituted, because this raid was going to be a do-or-die raid, and they didn't probably want to risk Pardeep there. Oh, frenetic raiding from Mohammad Taghi, but makes it far too easy for the Haryana Steelers defense. It was, frenetic as it was still predictable.
It was Ravi Kumar that came in from the cover position. He had Surinder Nada. Mohit already had the ankle hold on. There was no coming out of that. Another do-or-die raid. This time for the Steelers. It's Meethu. He's jumping around all evening long, but it just hasn't translated to points on the points table.
Let's just rename him Jack in the Box Meethu, shall we? He's been trying that all evening. Tries it once again.
No foul play.
But the left corner there, expecting that. Sumit coming in really quick. So now Vikas Kandola and Meethu are on the bench. And they've gone in with only 2 raiders this evening.
They have 5 defenders on the mat. Jaideep, Ankit, Mohit, Surinder Nada and Ravi Kumar. Who's going to raid?
It'll be Surinder Nada, I think. Unless they go in for a substitution.
Jaideep, and I think they're going to play to the do-or-die raid because they're backing their defense with 5 defenders on the mat.
The UP Yoddha have 10 raid points today and only 4 tackle points. In the game preceding, they had 22 points in defense, did the UP Yoddha. They're leading by 2. It's 17 to the Haryana Steelers 15.
Yeah, this is very, very smart and mature from the Haryana Steelers, not committing. Jaideep is going to come in quickly and Jaideep is going to go out quickly, which means this will... No! Brilliant from Surinder Gill! He had so much space to work with. Dubki, he ran all the way around Ravi Kumar.
Brilliant, Navneet, is an understatement, because for a man that tall to try a kick and then go in with a Dubki. Takes incredible skill. That does. What an escape route to find.
Yeah, sometimes even the longer routes work. He had that much space to work with. And it's Ajay, the substitute, raiding now for the Haryana Steelers. It's his first raid this evening. 6 on the mat. There's a big hole. Will he look for that bonus over there? Currently he's looking for a touch on the right in on Shrikant Jadhav. And it's a do-or-die raid. He's got to get a touch. That is the pressure of a do-or-die raid. And for someone who hasn't spent a single minute on the mat, it was just a little too much pressure.
Well, he has been given a bonus. But as we've seen before, you cannot rely on a bonus. Goes in for another attempt.
3 out, 9 in.
And the UP Yoddha, right corner. Nitesh, he's not going to miss that. He's far too good. Now, Pardeep Narwal comes in again. The super tackle is on. It's 1 against 3. If they bring Pardeep Narwal down, oh, Surinder Nada, far too good.
2 points.
That's 2 points.
This is going to be quite a photograph to see arguably one of the greatest left corners taking down arguably one of the greatest left raiders. A super tackle for the Haryana Steelers, and that is top quality from a top quality defender.
What that does is it brings the Haryana Steelers within a point, within touching distance.
Let us say 1 point.
Hold on, what happened there? I missed that. What happened then, Navneet?
Why did it look like Shubham actually helped Vikas Kandola go over the midline?
Bro, I don't like you, just go please. It almost felt like that.
Yeah, he helped him along. It's 19 apiece now. Surender Gill. Excellent raid point in his previous raid. Can he replicate that? He's got 5 defenders to deal with.
Look, the Haryana Steelers have bolstered their defense this evening, and that statistic clearly shows it. They have 9 tackle points to the UP Yoddha's 5. The UP Yoddha going in with their regular combination, but with 11 left to play in this game, they're level. Now this is a crucial moment in the game, is my feeling.
Surender Gill now raiding. Another thing that the Steelers have done really well, they've been guilty of conceding far too many bonus points this season. They've only conceded the 1. What can Surender Gill do? He can do enough. And this could be certainly a multi-point raid. Is it 2 or is it more?
Yes.
The Haryana Steelers are going to call him Surinder Guilty. That's a fantastic super raid by Surinder Gill. Not the first time he's done it in season 8. The UP Yoddha fans will be cock-a-hoop.
You said it, you called it, you said this is going to be a crucial point in this game. And a super raid
What is your challenge?
is exactly that.
Only 2 points.
It's a 3-point raid.
TV Empire.
There's a review here.
Haryana Steelers challenge. Only 2 points. Over decision. 3 points. Please review.
The Steelers are going to make UP Yoddha earn every bit of this. They think it's just 2 points and not 3. The referees think it's 3 points.
So if I was on the mat for the UP Yoddha, I would ask for 5. There was a pile of bodies on him there.
Let's take a closer look at this now. Surender Gill goes into Mohit, so that's clearly number 1. Does Vikas make contact with him? There's Surender Nada, which is straightforward. I don't see anyone even close to Surender Gill at the moment, but there's someone who will come in. Look at that, it's Vikas Kandola. Hey, a part of his body is still inside, I would imagine. And is there someone else? Is there a 4th that comes in? Mohit and Surender Nada is straightforward. Now this is probably going to be a better angle for us to know if there's another defender that comes into the equation here. The dangling left hand of Surender Gill somehow manages to go past the midline. Look at Vikas Kandola. He's made contact. When Gill attempts the left hand through the midline, and I think it's 3. Brijesh, this has to be a super raid.
Yes.
It is. Decision coming.
Okay. Review unsuccessful. 3 points.
There
UP
you go.
Yoddha, jersey number 12, 1 and 8 out.
What did I say to you, Navneet, at the start of this game?
Over. No more review.
Well, you said this is going to be a crucial raid. It turned out to be. You said UP Yoddha is going to win. At the moment, it looks like it. I don't know.
I said they're going to edge the Haryana Steelers out. Alrighty then, it's a Dhani 1 Freedom strategic timeout. The Haryana Steelers need this.
सात करोड़ खिलाड़ी, 100 से ज्यादा गेम्स, पर मैदान सिर्फ एक। विंजो, अपनी मनपसंद गेम्स खेलो और करोड़ों इनाम जीतो। डाउनलोड द ऐप फ्रॉम winzogames.com।
इस गेम में विकेट जोखिम की संभावना है और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
That's the end of the Dhani 1 Freedom strategic timeout. The UP Yoddha leading the Haryana Steelers by 3 points with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left to play in this game. The top defender of this game so far. What a day he's been having for the UP Yoddha. Nitesh Kumar, he's shown all the qualities that this vehicle, the Tata Yoddha, possesses. Dependability, solidity, strength, speed, accuracy. What a game, what a vehicle.
The Tata top 3 defenders in Vivo Pro Kabaddi. Tata Ace top 3 defenders. Manjeet Chiller 355. He's going to be in action in a few minutes from now in the second game. The Hawk Ravinder Pell, we haven't seen him in the last couple of matches, in second position. And we have the Sultan Fazal Atrachali right behind. What a fascinating 10 minutes this is going to be.
What does Meetu do now? He's definitely going to attempt the bonus. There's no two ways about that. But then does he try for a touch point here? Or do they hope to live on the super tackle? That's a very quick pursuit there by Surinder Gill. He's pushed both of them to one side of the mat. Oh, that's far too easy. Surinder Gill is far too strong, far too tall. Jaideep has to go off to the bench, and now Meetu is the last man standing for the Haryana Steelers in spite of their bolstered defense. They're looking at an all-out here.
Last man standing for the Haryana Steelers. And this is a great opportunity for UP Yoddha to further extend that lead. It's a 3-point lead. It can become 6 in a matter of seconds here. He can pick up a bonus. They'll probably give him the bonus. Careful to not give him the touch point. That is what UP Yoddha will be looking at doing, and they do exactly that. It is Surinder Gill this time with the ankle hold.
As he's done so often this season, a premier raider goes in for a tackle and pulls it off.
Out 1 + 2 3 points. UP Yoddha.
Oh, that would give the UP Yoddha so much confidence. Surinder Gill has 7 points in raid and 1 tackle point. Both ankles, and they've taken the bonus away.
6 out, 7 in.
That is called adding insult to injury.
6 out, 7 in.
Looky who's on the mat, Navneet.
Yes, it is the record breaker, Pardeep Narwal.
But I was talking about the Haryana Steelers. They've got Rohit Gulia in number 7. He's in the chain with Surinder Nada.
Change of strategy, 30 minutes into that game. That's largely because of the 6-point deficit at the moment for the Haryana Steelers. But the record breaker is back. Looks like he's fresh. He has a spring in his step. It's going to be interesting.
running the clock down. And Rohit Gulia is in raid immediately. He needs to do something special to bring the Haryana Steelers back here. Like Navneet said, they went back to the drawing board. They pumped their defense with an extra left cover. Didn't quite work for them. Went in with just 2 raiders instead of 3. Brought in Rohit Gulia. But it's all going downhill for them now. And Navneet looks at me and shakes his head. Why are you blaming me?
No, I wasn't. I was just thinking that at one point there were folks who were counting the UP Yoddha out after their performance in the first 7 games. They absolutely mauled the Bulls in that previous game. They're looking good in this game, our UP Yoddha. This league is wide open.
This is such a beautiful game. The last 5 minutes, the UP Yoddha have 8 points to the Haryana Steelers 4. You can never count a team or a player out. Surinder Nada has been seen him, as is his wont. Comes in with a fast, quick pursuit, hoping to surprise Surinder Gill. Maybe you had his back to them. Look at him, he runs back. And Surinder Gill has to scamper back to his chain.
So much drama, so much drama! Raider is safe, says the referee. It's another 2-pointer. Suddenly, it's a 9-point lead for UP Yoddha. Jaydeep was the one who went in for the dash. Shrikant Jadhav was strong enough to go past the midline. A good attempt, but it was just too close to the midline. And Shrikant had momentum on his way back as well. Makes it that much harder for the defender.
You know, normally it's the Haryana Steelers Raiders who are in top gear in the last 10 minutes of a half. But here, it's, well, they're doing it, but the UP Yoddha Raiders are matching them, in fact outstripping them for point. Vikas Kandola gets one back for his team finally. He's asking his team to calm down. He's telling them, we have enough time, there's 6 minutes left. It's just an 8-point game, don't worry.
Yeah, it is a question of nerves. Who can keep their nerves in crunch situations like that? And Surinder Gill has been top-notch. He's making it count when it matters most, Brijesh. That is a high-quality running hand touch, and he picks up Ravi Kumar.
Did you see that commando crawl escape on the way back? Outstanding by Surinder Gill.
You know, it's just been about 3 multi-point raids that's completely tilted this game in favor of UP Yoddha. That super raid from Surinder Gill, then the all-out came, and a few mistakes. This time from UP Yoddha, from the in-form left corner Sumit.
And that difference in tackle points has reduced. It's just 2 tackle points more to the Haryana Steelers. Error there.
I think it's the difference in the rating department that's been the difference between these two teams. Has their strategy backfired? They're going to discuss that. It's a good time to discuss that. The Dhani won Freedom strategic timeout.
Your moments have been in the making for 1 billion years. The stars aligned, then realigned for you to happen. Your moments aren't just any moments. They're moments in the epic saga that is you. Capture the delight in them. The new Vivo V23. Delight every moment. Vivo.
Anup Kumar, World Cup winning captain, retired kabaddi player.
रुक जा भाई, किसने कहा मैं रिटायर हूँ? मैं आज भी उसी जुनून के साथ कबड्डी खेलता हूँ, अपनी टीम बना के हाउस एट पर। इस सीजन हाउस एट पर बनाओ अपनी कबड्डी टीम। डाउनलोड हाउस एट ऐप, टीम बनाओ और जीतो रिवार्ड्स।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना शामिल है और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
अरे कांग्रेट्स प्रभा, लड्डू मिल गए। हाँ, इनकी हेल्थ का
मम्मी आज पकौड़े और पापा के लिए करेले।
His reports are looking good. Well done, everybody. आप कैसे हो, मिस्टर गोवर्धन?
सच बताओ डॉक्टर, आई एम फाइन, थैंक्स टू एम फाइन।
हेल्थ की हर जरूरत के लिए एम फाइन। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
शॉपिंग की पुश कर रहे हो, पेमेंट पुश करो ना। धनी वन फ्रीडम कार्ड पे मिलता है 5 लाख तक एट 0 इंटरेस्ट। मतलब खरीदो अभी एंड पे लेटर इन 3 इजी पेमेंट्स। तो हो जाओ फ्री। डाउनलोड धनी।
That is the end of the Dhani One Freedom strategic timeout. The Haryana Steelers trailing by 8 versus the UP Yoddha, who are at this point playing without Pardeep Narwal. Oh well, he is on the mat. Pardon me. He has 6 points from 13 raids. That is very unlike Pardeep Narwal, but he started really well today. And the team must have gained confidence from that. Oh, this is coming up, Navneet. What a game this is going to be. We're seeing the high flyer Pawan Sehrawat of the Bengaluru Bulls against a veteran Dabang Delhi defense with Manjeet, Sandeep Narwal and Jiva Kumar. Will they be able to stop the high flyer? A fascinating contest that'll be.
Two of the heavyweights of Vivo Pro Kabaddi Season 8, Delhi and Bangalore, they're going to be in action. For now, he's quite a heavyweight himself, is Shrikant Jadhav. He's been good for them in the last couple of matches. He's picked up 4 8 points this evening. And look at that, in the last 5 minutes, UP Yoddha have dominated proceedings. That's why they have an 8-point lead. And they'll be happy to play defensive now. It's got to be the Steelers that have to make the initiative happen here. Neetu now. It's had quite an evening.
Yeah, he has, but just not enough. He's been all sound and fury. Well, that is just his 6th point from 17 raids. So while to look at it's been wonderful, but has he had enough reward? He's been all over the mat though.
Ashu Singh, he's had a few successful tackles this evening. Not on that occasion. Good from Neetu to pick up a point. Inch by inch, drop by drop, the Steelers have to believe that they can come back in this. 6 on the mat. Now careful Surendra Nada went in with the attempt over there. Happy that he didn't make connection with Surinder Gill.
Inch by inch, drop by drop, you say, Navneet, but the question is, do they have enough time? There's 3 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. Oh, if they keep doing that, the UP Yoddha might just be face palming by the end of this.
It was Ashu Singh before, it is Shubham Kumar now. But I don't think UP Yoddha will be too worried. They're okay conceding the single pointers. They're also rolling down the clock in the process. And let's wait to hear what Rakesh Kumar has to say. With 3 minutes left on the clock, M finds coach's corner.
किसका मारे और नहीं तो वहां से बाजा तो चैन में गिरना है पाछे ने बेटा उतरा काम नहीं बढ़ना है एक कैच होगी ना यार 3 रह जाएंगे प्लेंटी थोड़ा बोनस छोड़ ले भाई बोनस का चैन मारती भाई प्रदीप ना आवे वो आवाज गिर सच मत खा लिए सच मत खाइए हां आड़ो लेस दो ठीक से पाछे दरियो एक कैच बस गिल आओगा कम दिखाइए कम.
All right, Coach Rakesh Kumar has told his boys that he expects Surinder Gill to come in on raid. He's asked his defenders to attempt tackling Surinder Gill with a chain. Pardeep Narwal has been substituted again. This is a do-or-die raid for Surinder Gill. What does he do here? And what does the Haryana Steelers defense do?
Massive moment, Vijesh. This is a massive moment. He's got to manufacture something, Gill. That therein lies an opportunity for the Steelers to maybe pick up a crucial point here. He's got to do something. He has to pick up a point. He just gives himself up. That may be sensible. He's just giving 1 point in the process.
It almost looked like that was under instructions. He did nothing through that raid, baffling.
This is reminiscent of the 1-pointer where he surrendered himself early on in the season, but on that occasion he helped pick up a draw, or tie rather, for UP Yoddha and 3 points in the process. Surinder Gill, he's done well as Vikas Kandola. Look at this, drop by drop, I said. That lead is now 5 from 8.
And the UP Yoddha have just 2 men left on the mat. They're staring at an all-out here. Pardeep Narwal, like I said, the UP Yoddha could be face palming any moment. That is precisely what Pardeep Narwal does. Now Shrikant Jadhav needs to weave some magic here. What can he do? The Haryana Steelers seem to have been jolted awake in the last 5 minutes.
How tempting this must be for the covers and the corners. No, Ankit! Just when I thought the Steelers had done well to keep themselves away, Ankit commits. Not the mistake you can afford at this time. 1:54 on the clock. It's time. Another timeout. Look at that. Good from Shrikant. Not so good from Ankit. Let's take a look this time. the camp of UP Yoddha. M finds coach's corner.
कहाँ? अच्छा रिव्यू चलो सब ठीक छोड़ मेरे सुनो अभी है 2 मिनट है ना एक तो बेटा जो एक से ज्यादा नहीं अगर श्रीकांत तुझे बच कर रहना ठीक है बेटा ईशा जितना देख सांस डालो आराम से थोड़ा नीचे से रखियो पहले और भगाओ थोड़ी देर से रेड समय ज्यादा खराब करेगा
मेरा मारा ना तो मैं मारूंगा मैं तेरा
कौन सा अगर राइट का आता तो देख टोटल सबसे बच कर सुमित अपने आप पकड़ेगा इधर तू बैठ देना बेटा एक कैच होनी चाहिए
I want to see an all-out, Brijesh. I want to see an all-out.
Hold on. The UP Yoddha coach, Jasveer Singh, he has different ideas here. Bro, he wants Srikanth Yadav to stay safe. He wants them to tire the raider out. And he said the right corner will operate on his own.
I'm just telling you what I want.
That's because you want to be proven right, but...
A multi-point trade! Is that an all-out? I told you this! Oh my word, that's a 5-point trade! The Steelers had a 6-point lead. Make that one. 98 seconds on the clock. We're going to the distance. We're going down to the wire here.
Just look at Navneet. Navneet, calm down. The record breaker Pardeep Narwal is in the UP Yoddha team. Vikas Kandola has come back with a fantastic raid. He's completed his Super 10 here. But the UP Yoddha still have the lead. There's a minute and a half left to play. The Vivo top 3 Raiders, this game is a game that has Pardeep Narwal in it. Vikas Kandola has 12 points. Pardeep Narwal doesn't even feature on that list.
Referees coming together to quickly get the right decision on that. Oh, what a game this is turning out to be. Massive 5-point trade.
You want bonus point?
Yes.
Okay, please go back. TV Empire, UP Yoddha challenge, bonus point. Over decision, no bonus point. Please review.
Now remember, right at the beginning of this game, I had told Navneet that in my opinion, the UP Yoddha are going to edge the Haryana Steelers out. Let's see how that goes. If they do get this point, it's under review. It's going to be crucial. He's cutting the line there, but the trailing foot is not in the... Oh! And no, I don't think that's a bonus point, Navneet. Oh, you're so happy, aren't you?
Well, to be honest, I don't think that's a bonus. He's cutting the line. We've said this before, he's got to be over the black line with his trailing foot in the air.
Look at how corded Surinder Nala's calves are. I know we're looking for the bonus there, but that is incredible strength. That wasn't a bonus in my opinion. Decision coming.
Okay. Review unsuccessful. No bonus point. Captain, you have no review. Your review over.
It's okay that the review is gone, but more importantly, it is 0 points for UP Yoddha. And so it's still going to be a 1-point game. And the star comes back in, the captain for the Haryana Steelers. Is this another multi-point raid? He's picked 2 more up. This could very well be a captain's performance for the Haryana Steelers.
So what the UP Yoddha defense was doing is they were playing high to not give him the bonus. He tempted the right corner there. An assist came in on the dash and he has 2 points. This is the first time that the Haryana Steelers are in the lead except at the beginning of the game. Surinder Gill here. That is another multi-point raid. Surinder Gill, you beauty. Matching Vikas Kandola. Raid point for raid point.
Oh, how many twists and turns do we have here?
Look at the beauty of that dupki.
Green card, jersey number 44, UP Yoddha. Argument with the official.
The OG Dupki King sitting from the sidelines and having a look at Surinder Gill do what he's known to doing. Vikas Kandola, he picks one up. What is happening?
This is Nitesh Kumar. He makes an error. Why did he do that? There wasn't any need to do that. Surinder Gill has to do something special here again. You know, these two teams are neighboring states. And when neighbors wrestle, when they rumble, it takes a while to settle differences between neighbors, doesn't it, Navneet?
There's a bonus on offer. No, he's picked two up. Blow for blow, raid for raid. It's a battle between Vikas Kandola and Surinder Gill. At the moment, Gill will be happy, and you may want to be in his corner.
Raid.
Surinder Nada here making an error. Vikas Kandola back on raid. The UP Yoddha defense just needs to stay away from him. Let him take the bonus. Give him the bonus. It doesn't matter. There's one more raid after this. There's 18 seconds on the clock here. Vikas Kandola desperately looking for a touch point. And does he have one? He has one on the left corner there.
Haryana Steelers. Jersey number 10 out.
This has to be one of the most exciting games we have seen all season long. The Steelers steal another couple of points. They pick up the left corner, Sumit. And Vikas Kandola is putting up a performance for the ages. It's 36 apiece, 15 on the clock. Could very well be the second last raid or the last raid this evening.
The last raid. And it looks like the UP Yoddha might just settle for a tie. That's what Surinder Gill is looking like doing. Someone shouted from there, he's going to try, he's going to try. It's not a try, it's a tie. The 10th tie this season. Navneet, what do you make of that?
I don't know what to say. Well, to be honest, the right result. You could not pick a winner from these two. A staggering performance in the last 5 minutes from these two individuals. Vikas Kandola and Surinder Gill. They played out of their skins. They kept picking up multi-point raids. At the end, I was going to say, this is the right result, really.
Vikas Kandola and Surinder Gill were like gladiators at the throats of each other's teams. They just didn't give up, especially Vikas Kandola. When it looked like the door was shutting on his team, the door was shutting on that comeback. Raid on multi-point.